Oh, I'm not. Okay, let's look this up. Hold up. Baby, I can only give you love. Well, darling, this old heart should be enough. Can't you see that it's love you really need? Take my hand. Mama don't want you. Daddy don't want you. Give it up, baby, baby. Mama, money can't buy you love. Yes. Sir Elton John. Okay. I knew there were, well, I also got Barry Manilow. Yeah. I went looking for things, and if I could find a YouTube channel, I went and checked on it and stuff, And I couldn't find one for Boy George. They did say they had some trouble with the incarceration economic system, and they abused him, and that makes me sad. It's being abused is really hard, and it's hard to get through this hell with all the noise in your head from all the money maker fakers that say it's love, it's love. Oh, fuck you. Seriously? Okay. And so I got to get that one. I got to put that on in Bad Blood with Neil Sedaka, which is one of my favorite. Yeah, I remember listening to that because I was raised in a Mormon cult, right? And so where in the hell did she go? Oh, yeah, you're not supposed to say that in front of people. Here's a Jello pudding pop. I had like some date rape drugs. Beverly Johnson's coming over tonight, right? So I was like, Earl, like, shh. Just don't say, you can video record it like Bob Crane. Just don't let your family see it. But the guys at the Quorum of the 12, oh, they got like 12 or 15 different ones. Oh, yeah, he's Earl. David Rockefeller hates espionage industry hypocrites. Okay. When I say things, it's like, what? What? The ghost of David Rockefeller and Philip Rothschild compel you. They don't fuck around. Me, I'm a really nice guy. And then Jesus yells at me, Earl, you're too nice. He's like, you've been talking to David Rockefeller and Philip Rothschild, Jesus? Jesus, life's eternal, grace is infinite. Jesus is not omnipotent. Okay. Why would you want Jesus to sit in a brothel and Juarez and do nothing? Okay. And why, when the brothels in Juarez were doing mega business before COVID, did you guys sit and do nothing when Earl was the only one doing something? And then Wahlberg and Gibson and Clevezel think they can come out with something to say, hey, we're Earl Parsons. Yeah, right. Baby, this old heart should be enough. Daddy don't want you. Mama don't need you. Give it up, baby, baby. Hey, Clevezel, still want to pretend to be Jesus for money for Gibson? Okay, Earl. Hey, lightning bolts are coming out of my ass. That's just because you had a big thing of enchiladas, rice, and beans. Oh, no, I really, they don't make me that gaseous. No, gaseous Clay, I was raised in the Mesilla Valley on a hot, So, no, I can eat lots of Mexican food, and I don't get totally gaseous and stuff. What causes bad gases in me that smell real bad, and that was my first one-on-one at, God dang it, what was that kid's name? Derek, I think. No, Derek was the other kid that was, Jake. He said, I can't help it. I know Pippin makes a sit of anything, but tonight they served, chili dogs or Alf, and, okay, I get it. Okay, so we're just going to sit over here and sit in our little cloud like Brack from I Love Beans, right? He says, it's not, beans don't, the gas isn't that bad. He goes, but when you eat processed meat, oh my gosh, your colon goes, fuck you, and the rest of you. And it's like, what? Chili dogs outside the Tasty Freeze. Gonna do as you please. What if she poots? What if Anna Marie poots on you? What if you're doing it doggy style and she poots, Jack? That ain't gonna be. That's not gonna be a burning memories. It's gonna be a burning memories, but not a lasting memory. Burning bridges behind me. It's too late to turn back now, right, Earl? Hey, I'm just working here because you guys suck at it. You think money's going to keep you safe. Two assholes are fighting over money. One asshole has better money than the other asshole. Why have you forsaken me? Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. I've been forgiving you guys for a long time, but I'm not the developer of artificial intelligence, or quantum computing. It is hard fixing your science projects with my love. Because if you had stood up for my love in 2009 or 13, the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th time, it won't last, but all right, we'd be okay. We'd be using our technology for global communications, and the Saudi royal family would be going, remember when we used to be able to fuck our servants in the eye socket if they pissed us off, and then have them thrown into a pit and burn their bodies alive, and then have and then make s'mores off of it, and then say, hey, go pickle the beast. Remember the good old days? And it's like, oh my gosh, what is there good intent? If you want your violent sex cult to dominate, yes, William Longshanks and, Holy Royal Family Batman. If you want your violent sex cult to, and that doesn't mean everybody in the violent sex cult is a bad person. Okay. Prince Philip sodomized his wife because she got out of line because she liked Selassie so much. Who in their right mind wouldn't like Haile Selassie more than Prince Philip? Why can't he be you? Right? Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, God, everybody in there, I want to meet a guy like Haile Selassie. Minin was miserable because everybody hated her husband, undermined her husband, tried to destroy her husband. How Winnie Mandela of Nelson. Okay. Have you ever had to? I've never had to. They won't let me see the video. Everybody else in town saw it but me. Okay. Have you ever had to sit and watch a bunch of trained murdering flying monkeys with bigger penises than you fuck your wife, and then your wife sits there and says, you have such a bigger dick than my husband, this feels so much better than having sex with my husband? And that wasn't the truth. No, because when the Navy SEAL at NSI, and they all tried to outdo me. It's like, oh, what got into you? I want you to stay home with the kids. The best sex I ever had with my life was that night with my Ralphie. Of course. Because I'm one source, of course. Don't turn it. You can turn it into a dick measuring contest. You got a bigger dick than me. But if you're looking for a lover, man, you look up on the right one. You're looking for a lover, man. She's going to be being fucked by you, but she's going to be thinking of me. You got that, Otter Perminger? Me and my brother, Thayard, we're not going to do the splits because it hurts. But we're going to split your head with a shark club if you keep coming to Hawaii and tell us how to love our family, right? See what I'm saying there? You better worship like Jesus Christ. You better worship like Jesus Christ, and don't be a self-righteous hypocrite who thinks my tribe's better than your tribe. My tribe's better than yours. Though death and darkness follow all around me, and my ship be torn apart upon the sea. Yeah. And if I return safe home again to England, I will watch the English mist roll through the dells. For you are beautiful. He's talking about the English mist through the dells when he was a kid. He's not just talking about the Polynesian girl. He's talking about the gift of life and the love we get to sustain our lives. Okay. That's what he's talking about, the final farewell. Dun, 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 dun. It's saying goodbye to this temple for the soul in that time, right? And it's sad. It's as sad as we make it. It's as happy as we make it. Old King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. Is that good, King Stanislaus? Merry old St. Nicholas, lend you this way. All Germans are evil, and they'll try to kill us because they're Nazi. Excuse me? Excuse me? Ba-da-dum-dum-dum-dum. Fuck you. Fuck you. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dum. Not one, but two. Fuck any chair you don't use. I'll cut off ones into two in a box. You stupid whore and gog socks with box socks and rock drots. Dun 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 dum 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 dum. Go dance with the emperor. He's got lots of money, but he's a good emperor. He's a kinder, gentler emperor. He has organic money. He has fortune that favors brave on his card in his wallet. Meet George Jetson, his boy Elroy. It's basically, there's no difference whatsoever between anarchy and Bedrock and anarchy and Sprocket's Cogswellville. Okay, Mr. Slate and Mr. Spacely. Same rock between the ears as it was before, the year before, the next, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh time. It won't last. But I saw you there, John. I will like on it and whatever and stuff like that. They also brought up Mary J. Blige. It's hard with me and Mary J. Blige. Everybody knows that woman. Okay. Earl has a ginormous crush on Mary J. Blige. Have you seen her lips and have you seen her hips and her thighs? Okay. Guys, I've been sexually abused for the last 16 years by her business partners that are complete putzes. They're horses walking around with a dick claiming to be a man, and all the women they're saying, "Hey, I'm a stallion, come fuck me." You'll do need a big bag of money though. And I couldn't get Clay, but maybe I'll put Megan on there. I like Javon. I like Javon Ruth Pete. I like her. It's not that she's like, oh, dog. The first time I saw her naked, I told myself I'd do anything to bone her. That's a special feeling, Lloyd. It is. Like Abraham Lincoln crying in the broken gym class. I wouldn't want to be, there's two outcomes. Okay. Either she'd go, oh, God, that was disappointing. It's like, you do know they tried to poison me to death. Or it would be like, I just can't. I don't know how to. He's so beautiful. He's so strong. And I didn't do anything to help him. And now he's just barely holding on. He's recovering. He will recover. But he'll never be the man he used to be. And in 2017, we would have gotten some. In 13, we would have got a reflection of that. And the woman that spent the rest of his life with him. But this is a lot of fun. He's really healthy and exciting and fun and charming and a good dancer and a good singer. And now it's like, God damn, we tried to push him this close to 1 foot in the grave, 1 foot out the door. And now I'm trying to make love to him, but all I can do is just cry. Every time I make love to him, he feels better, he sleeps, and I lay down in the fetal position and cry like a little baby on the floor where Patrick Holland shot himself, and just cry. In the hotel room where Ira shot himself, it's just, oh my gosh, See my Mary Ann walking away, right? Maybe having sex with Vic Hall, the slam dunk champion at the Veterans Memorial. It's funny because he won the slam dunk contest. It's like, no. Anybody critique Vic Hall's basketball game, it's me. I had to defer to him because he was the star, because he won the, he's like, God, Vic. And I told him that. I said, Vic, you like Richard Dumas. Okay. Dude, you need to work on your handle. Okay. And the only your outside shot is because you got no handle, you got no gives. You can dunk, but you have to run out on the break and have me throw you alley-oops. Otherwise, you cannot dunk. They won't just stand there and say, Vic, you jump real well. Dunk on my ass. You 6'4", 180-pound guy. You tried to play professional basketball in Germany, and it didn't work. It's like, you think Dirk Nowitzki's dad's going to let you dunk on his face every time? You can't dribble. You can't play defense. You can't pass. You have good form on your shot, but you ain't gonna get it off because you can't dribble. You can't. You need to discipline yourself. You need to get down 6 inches. You need to dribble, and then the dribble that helps manipulate defenders. You need to learn to pass because you're good at shooting. And then when that happens, boom, then you Jalen Penny go up, follow thing, and slam a ding dong, right? And so it's. When you're lazy and it's easy to embarrass other people, you're one of the best dunkers in the whole world. Okay? When you don't mind putting in the work because you know it's healthy and you don't want to embarrass other people, you're one of the best basketball players ever on the planet, and only intelligent people can figure it out. Mike and the guy, you are so good. You're one of the best basketball players ever. The guys at Grand Canyon Community College, when we went to go play there, that play. They're like, and they would tell Patrick that too. Dad, your dad, okay, is probably one guy played pro ball, the other one had two, and then they were like, he's probably the best basketball player, okay, I have ever been on the court with. Okay, lots of people said that to me. You are the best basketball player I've ever seen. You're the best basketball player I've ever played against or with. Mike, he goes, I only got you once. I said, yeah, I can see you in my peripherals. He goes, yeah, I understand that, but still, I still should be able to, have you dodging and, you're better than Trae Young. Yeah, and Trae Young should know it. But he doesn't, because they didn't have. And I'm pretty sure that John McCain and Dick Cheney burned all the surveillance evidence, and shredded it all at White Sands. So you won't get, none of you guys will be able to, you'll just have to take my word for it. My Harold and Faye Nicholas word for it. God dang, he did. Yeah, I did do that. If Leo Bark will tell you, yeah, no, I remember that day with that kid. Me and Larry Titus tried to talk him into being a professional football player. He was the Messiah. Oh, I get it. Yeah, he's a good kid. They're good guys. Leo Barker and Larry Titus were really good guys. Yeah, Larry was from Arizona, a small town. I think he was from Stafford or something. Or was it Thatcher? I can't remember. He was a real good guy. No neck, defensive tackle. Stopped. He was a good ball player. He's tiny. No neck, just shoulders to, there was just this big batch of muscle from here to his ear, right? That was Larry Titus, right? he was the guy that the battering ram guy, that bounces and then goes through walls on He-Man. That's Larry Titus, right? I didn't say this, but he knew it. You have no neck. There's just muscles that go from your ear to your shoulder. Yeah, I know. Damn, no wonder they have you a defensive tackle. No deodio, no nose guard. You're a nose guard. Okay. Nobody's going to try to sneak it. Quarterback sneak ain't working here. No, Larry's right down. And he's quick. Yeah, he's about 5'10", and he's about 265, 70 pounds, solid, brick six, solid muscle. Yeah. Shit. By the time they get to college, that's what the colleges that turn into an industry do to them, And there are other guys that, some are scary as hell. That guy is like, remember Brandon Kennedy from North Texas? 5'11", 305 pounds or whatever, And I remember watching him play, and I was like, good gravy, he's quick. That is a good football player. That's a really damn good football player. Steven and Nick got their hands full with that guy. Well, because he can get under you. Okay, you're Nick Cole. You're from Oklahoma. You're 6'3". You played professionally for the probably, I think, was it St. Louis? I think it was the St. Louis Rams. But you're 6'3". You're 364 pounds. Okay, Steve was bigger. Okay, Steve Suio was even bigger. But yeah, and so, but you're big. The side they run to, I think it was the right side. They had a more agile guy at left to protect this where you're running because the quarterback was a righty, I think, or was it opposite? Because Paul was Paul right-handed, or was Buck? Is Buck a lefty or a righty? Buck's a good ball player. Yeah, he reminded you a lot of a bigger Fran Tarkington, and that's a big compliment. And I'm sure Buck, wow, thanks for thinking. You really were. He really was. He's a good ball player. Well, the CFL knows it. Sometimes it's a politics demographic thing, and size. They had a certain, John Elway cookie cutter size and things like that. And Buck didn't fit that. He was from California. And he was a good player. He played against good teams. And, Tony got him. And, Paul was good too. I liked Dombrowski. I was a good option quarterback. If he kept playing quarterback, he probably would have played professionally in Canada. But Buck was a better passer. Yeah, but Paul was a better runner. He played professionally in Canada? Yeah. And Stevens scores again for the Riders, and they've got the best third down quarterback in all the league. Yeah, Paul Dombrowski. Oh, yeah. And then, and play slot, and like Dembski, he should have played quarterback a little bit longer. Canadians probably came a knock and said, hey, we'd like you to be our third down quarterback, and you can also play special teams against slot. Well, good for you. Yeah. That's interesting, but yeah. Oh, CFL. Buck is coaching the Lions now. Yeah. With the Rourke kid, who's Canadian. I like the Rourke kid. He played at University of Ohio, right? He was Bobcat, right? Yeah. Because they played that one guy from Nebraska came there and kind of rejuvenated the program, and then they kept a similar style, and the fans like it. Like if you're intelligent, you really love veer option type offense with the. It gets too hazardous in the pros. They get if we had better rules and we played with more sanity than insanity and work out your sanity with the insane speech, I challenge you to a game of horseshoes. Okay, so the little girl who was the dancer on that thing, she was always cute. I had a crush on her. Yeah, had a crush on both Salt and Pepper. Yes, Spinderella, she's cute too, but I had more of a crush on Salt and Pepper. I like the girls that talk a lot with the. You don't be hitting anybody. You stop picking up. Rhonda Jones. I like the girls that are sitting there going, okay, you better stop that. I ain't gonna put up with that shit. No good. I like her. That's why Javon Ruth Pete makes me laugh. Yeah, no, I like her. Yeah, no, I like Javon. Spiritually, emotionally right now, I realize she has brain damage from scientists that are abusing me. So I don't sit there and go, what the fuck's wrong with you, Leah Remini, Jennifer? No, never mind. I know exactly what the fuck is wrong. I love you too. I like the Duke Brothers too. They bombarded me with that song because they were thinking, you think you're going to hook up with Jennifer Lopez? I don't know. But she would be fortunate, and I'm just not fortunate enough to have people around me that want her to be fortunate. And so what can I say? Hell, Fortnite of all of you. Fuck you. You're being programmed and you're being trained and conditioned into a way of thinking that is still involved in genocide because we can't get them to do anything they don't want to do, and we can program people like we're programming a video game. Oh, and it makes them feel powerful. They're a developer. Oh gosh, and you sit there and I reach out my hand to you. Have faith in God. Don't you know? Okay, I'm going to. And they're like, I invented God with my brain. And it's bad. It's like, okay, but why did the corporations that turn God into their brain move Jesus to the future with a wormhole, and then you guys are okay? I'm confused. Did we discover life on other planets? Did we discover life that was already there? We discovered it. Okay, Christopher Columbus. Hey, there's people living here. Yeah, but some are really mean and will mass murder you in a heartbeat and then eat you. Look, yeah. Oh, that sounds Huron bad. Holy Huron, Batman. Right, yeah, the Huron did that. Okay. The Canadians made the movie that way because it was actual and factual. Guys. And black girl. Okay. It was hard being Haudenosaunee. They had a better spiritual tradition. Machita moya bigidi. Machita moy kasbewe ebi. Machita moy bigidi. Machita moy kasbewe ebi. Okena okehino daum daim. Like, it's impossible, okay, for the Saudi royal family to say that they had a better spiritual tradition than Abraham, because it's not true. And Hud, okay, told them that. No, he's right, you're wrong. He's good, you're bad. You manipulated everybody with lies and called the truth, and he says, fuck you, and he starts walking. And along comes George Armstrong Custer, and we're still walking. Then we go to the moon, and here comes Neil Armstrong, and we're still walking. Right? Guys, Adam corrected all the people that are abusing me with technology. Adam, a large black man from a mountain called Zion, a mountain we call Zion in Africa. He corrected the people that are abusing his son in this chair today that is the spirit of that father. Do you understand relativity and how it works? The ghost of Albert Einstein compelled you. But it's funny. But yes, so do you understand? Okay. You're going to hit it if I think it's not going to change. Richard Dawkins knows it. Either he's too selfish to admit it, or he's too scared to get up and say or do anything about it. It's one of the two. Or both. It could be. I don't know. I don't go there, you know. So, I don't go into the mind of a selfish, scared, aggressive, abusive liar and say, dude, man, just Ebenezer, man, just come and know me better, man. Here, get blunted, man, and we'll walk through hell. We're in the spirit world, asshole. Okay, Lou Diamond Phillips, yeah, I should probably look up him. I don't know if he'll have a YouTube. But we never really connected. I did like his Jim. Adam Beach. We've never really connected either. Guys, who have we connected to? Many are called, but few answer. You know. Steve gets a little. Steve. I'm about ready. Steve, I'm gonna kick your ass, dude. I'm gonna kick you. David gets a little more. You offended me. Well, you're not living the Lord's Prayer. So, you think I really righteously give a fuck? Okay. Haile Selassie says, hey. That woman is judging Earl by the size of his penis, David, and he's the Messiah, and he's not a fucker, he's a lover. Mr. Lover Man, Shabba. Do you understand? So it's funny. Haile Selassie has a great sense of humor. Okay. It's like Suzuki, it's one of the best. You don't think that. Everybody's like, no, he's not. When you have to be serious, it's good to be serious, like Muhammad said. But Muhammad said, cry when you need to cry, laugh when you need to laugh, and laugh appropriately, and help people laugh appropriately, help people cry appropriately. Don't put on a show, I need your money, people have died, and I like, share, and subscribe. I need your money more than you'll ever know. Oh, you funny hoes, Jack in the hose, you winky dinky dog, cruise ship manager. Stop the bullshit. Get off the toilet and stop spraying the Glade. What the hell is wrong with you? I'd rather smell shit than chemicals. The shit don't last for long. The chemicals kills you it kills you for a long time. It just takes a long time dying. But when you dead, you good and dead. And you could have lived to be 150, but you died at 75. But at least you had good retirement benefits, and your kids could cash in on it and go get a nice hotel to fuck in Monterrey. Okay, oh, we suck again. Okay, hey, let's go to the soccer game. Okay, why? Let's make millionaires so billionaires can sit there and say, "Are you an aspiring billionaire too?" Well, yes, I am. Buy my potato chips. Here's a beer on everybody. Okay, wow. Just pickle your brain cells and pickle your liver, kill your brain cells, and then have sex with the mattress. Angelina Jolie, you think she'll go out with me? Okay, just kidding. It's funny. Can you hear me now? No. Wesley Pipes. It wouldn't be right to use Billy Bong Thornton if Kenny's not here. I tried to look up Dave, but Dave don't have a YouTube. Dave's not home. No, it's me, Dave. I've got the stuff. Let me in. No, Dave's not here, man. Is Tommy still with us? What about Cheech Marin? I don't remember. I've briefly connected to them, but it's still more like a joke and a show, because like I tried to connect to Mr. Adam Sandler. He's like, I don't want to go back there again. What about Chris Rock? Chris? I promise I will not slap you in the ear. I'll have Yolanda do it. Oh, Shelly's my dog. Shelly Ward will always be my dog. I love Shelly so much. She's my sister friend. Yeah. Shelly. Oh, Shelly's cute. Yeah, Shelly's cute. Shelly got a big old butt, and she's got nice lips. She looks a lot like her mom. If Shelly decided, I want to choose you, Aladdin, you'd be like, oh, good, this is going to be fun. She likes sports. She's got a big sense of humor. She's Aries. That's your square. Yeah, but opposites attract, and she's fine. No, Shelly's the best. I just didn't let it cross my mind. It was, we got to find a good man for Shelly. You know, that's how I am. We got to find a good man for Staffy. You know, that's how I am. I focus. You know, that's my girl. Lost my girl. You know, make sure that the guys that are with the girls in her life ain't acting a fool, so I don't have to kick their ass so hard they stutter and John the rest of their lives and shit, and think they doing hip hop or rap music for money. And I'm like, no, motherfucker, you stand for the Lord's Prayer now. I'm gonna kick your ass till you can't walk. All right. You better be living in a wheelchair, living the Lord's Prayer, than walking around cockeyed trying to get money to fuck a bimbo. Motherfucker, listen to me. Okay, I got your ass, motherfucker. I got your ass right here. Okay. Nailed you to the wall. You guys are so fortunate that Rockefeller and Rothschild took me to Cochise County to clean up your mess. Okay, because they ain't nearly as understanding, kind, caring, protecting, and truthful as I is. Because people weren't praying to them as the eternal spirit of the Messiah to protect them from people that try to kill God and replace God with their invention. Okay, so there ain't no hiding place from the Father of the faith and creation. One love, one heart, soothed by the artist's loving hand. Where are the eyes looking? Over there. Steve's eyes are looking up at you as you're walking in and out of the door. Have we gotten there yet? No. But keep Grandma and Grandpa company. Mom and Dad are right next to the Lord. Haile Selassie and the Ten Commandments. Yep. I left the pictures up of my Uncle Donald and my Uncle James, in respect for the spirit of my grandma who passed away in this room. Yeah. I'm not Dene. I don't believe in voodoo, and I don't believe in ghost. I believe in eternity. I have faith in the infinite essence of our eternity. I am the way, the truth, and the life. I don't invent scary stories of tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago to make money at Disneyland, singing songs about a guy I don't know because I think he's a cartoon character in the past and the future. But presently, what's his name? Earl. It's Lord in British. It's cool. Would you like some tea and scrumpets? It's Flangerhanger. Flavisham! Okay, no, it's funny. Okay, come on. My kids really like that movie. Yeah, my kids like lots of movies. Yeah. Emily's favorite movies are Secret Garden, which made her cry. Why do I watch that? One that didn't make her cry, but made her kind of sad because she wanted to be Griff with Einard. That movie. Yeah. She liked that movie a lot. She called it the Bear movie. I like the Bear movie. Daddy, I watched the Bear movie. Bear movie. Bear movie. Okay. And you'd sit there and she goes, why can't, And I was like, well, just be patient and try. But you know who had the Griff with Einard relationship? Oscar's little girl. Grandpa. Grandpa. Kate. She's a Gemini like his mother. And she was, you're just a little devil, aren't you? You're a little devil, right? Kate would go around and say, well, Dad, no, Grandpa has the money. Dad just takes care of us and cooks and all that. But Grandpa owns the house and has all the money. I know where my bread is buttered. Okay, so she'd go out and Grandpa go, come on, partner. Okay, partner. It was partner. His partner. It was adorable. He'd go out to do the gates. He'd go out to do the thing, and Kate would follow. No, partner. And then he would tell her, no, you got to come with me, partner. A partner never leaves a partner behind, right? So come on, partner. No, partner, you got to. He would tell her, no, Kate. And she still didn't listen because remember the kids would go in that one little ditch and when we were getting a lot of Elephant Butte irrigations, and all the shells from the river were coming in. And Noah and Emily would get in there and get a lot for themselves and not give any to Kate. And I said, you guys need to share with Kate, or take her down in there and let her grab some, and then so be a good big sibling, Help her in and out. Tell her you can't do this all by yourself because you can't get it out by yourself. Okay. That day she got lost when I was digging the Chavez's ditch, and the kids come out, and I'm okay. Where's Kate? And they both look at me like, oh shit, he's gonna be mad. Where's Kate? We go around. Tracy, Natalie's out doing something, or she's probably flirting with some guy online on the computer. Natalie, where's Kate? I don't know. Let's all find Kate. And then we come back, and Eddie Chavez is holding Kate, and she's crying, Daddy, you let me get stuck in the ditch. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I know your mother. Okay. And your grandmother. Yes. And your biological father. You let me get stuck in the ditch. You had me. I was crying, and I couldn't get out. And Eddie heard her because it was right across from their house, and he really came over and picked her up, and I was like, thanks, Eddie. Thanks. Eddie's a good kid. Yeah, I like Eddie Chavez. He reminds me of the best things Rogelio has to offer are in that young man. And the best thing that Rogelio did was beat Rita. Yeah. Rita would go, hey, this is happening. And you explain it to her, and she'd go, oh, okay. And then okay. And then she'd always bring a big plate over on holidays, because she knew the neighbors were going to get loud and party. And, I don't always listen to mariachi music at 3 o'clock in the morning, but when I do, it's the pinchy neighbors. I'm the world's most interesting man. Okay? Nobody's a sweetheart. She died from COVID. Yeah, you guys won't be able to meet Rita. She's in the rock and roll heaven with Carl's mom, right? You dirty, rotten fucking scoundrels that fuck people in the head for money and use them for propaganda tool bagging. Yeah, well, it's okay. This time we have quantum computing. And it's Quadre Come Dondolo, Contra Come Dondolo. It's a good song. Go listen to it. If you don't like it, you don't have to. It's an acquired taste, like tight pants, but it's I love it. I was like, okay. I'm not, okay. It's the 60s. Yeah, it's Italian. Yes, okay. It's an acquired taste, but it's fun. It's a very fun song. It's it's fun. I like it. I'm putting it on the MP3. Sooner or later, I hope it's not later. Well, I'm not going to do it now because Dad's got, my sister over and you're doing puzzles and listening to music and stuff. But I'll do it later. But I know I will because I have it on my liked with, more Nancy Wilson that needs gone. Because you can never have enough Nancy Wilson. Okay, guys, I love you, all right? Peace out, man.